What's up, everybody? I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage, back on the flat track project, and we got the tail section in last time, and I have a bunch of parts that have arrived. Let's go open these boxes, see what came in. I'm not 100% sure what is on there, so let's dig into it. All right, so this is box number 1, and it is not an S&S product. This is just how the boxes are shipped. A bunch of parts are inside of these. This is one of, I think, like 4 I have that arrived. So we're gonna see what's inside and get to installing something, hopefully, and see what we got. So I'll be just as surprised as you guys with what we find in this box here. All right. First round, okay. We have our wire custom delete kit. So essentially this is the basics for what you need to simplify the whole Sportster. And I believe this is all set up for like a 7/8 bar, so we'll get into that later, but that's custom made from where I got this from. Oh, better shot there. So we'll get more of that, maybe this video, maybe not. All right, there's some performance parts right there, look at that. We have part of a chain kit, look at that. This is by Vortex, okay. We have, ooh, there's some good stuff. Willwood, all right. Move that so you guys can see that a little better. Put that aside. Oh, all right. We got our, oh, yep. There. And a little sneak peek of everything that's kind of coming through. We got our new throttle cable set up for the bike. All right. So we'll put those aside here. This is part of the packages that we need to open. And I think the rest of some of the stuff that connects to some of the stuff is in the other boxes. So box number 1 complete. Box number 2, this one's a little bit heavier. Still don't know what's in this one on here. They were not shipped with the packing slips. Oh, all right. Ooh, look at that. Right there, baby. New clutch, okay. Chain kit, sprocket. What else we got here? This, oh man. This is our new gas tank, all right. Put that aside here. And we have, ooh, some more Willwood. The brake system we got going on here, oh yeah. Brake caliper, everything's sweet. Okay. Box number 3. This one's particularly pretty light. Oh, all right. Pro Tapper handlebar setup. Sweet. That's just in the one box. Last one for right now. This is the longest one, hard to put on camera. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to assume these would be what I think they are. Make sure I got them opening. Oh man, yep. Woo! Olins, whatever you want to call it. These, all right. We'll just take a peek at what's to come here. All right. Woo! Wow. Oh man. Check that out. Bam! The ultimate conventional shock performance that you could run. That's badass. And these are set up in particular for the Sportster race weight and for the Hooligan series, so I didn't have to do that. That was set up from the factory and set up for all the weight, good stuff. But I know I got pieces for this coming in because all this stuff that I'm mentioning right now is metric. So I'm gonna see where we can get to today because I know I'm missing some pieces that essentially leaves us kind of hanging in order for us to get it all together. All right, so that's a little sneak peek of what's to come on the bike. Pretty stoked. Super nice packaging. I mean, for what you pay on these things, they better be. Okay, all right, so in reality, none of these parts really have any instructions to go into because this is all pretty much a custom fit for this bike and what we're gonna piece together. All the pieces are there, but we gotta connect them and figure out where and how we're gonna do this because the rims that are going on here are the key essential for this flat tracker. 19-inch wheels with obviously the Dunlop tires we talked about, the full flat track look, and the rear end with the brake rotors that are going on there to match. You can't just swap what's on here onto these rims. These are flat track rims that are coming in, so they are made for racing. And this is a 3/4 axle. They're 25mm hubs that are on here. Later in Sportster years becomes a much more easier time to be able to do this, but the frame is obviously a lot heavier, so that's why we want to stick with these frames, but everything's standard. So we're kind of going against the grain a bit in order for getting this nice 400-pound frame to go sideways, all right? So this is where the Whalewood caliper comes in, okay? That's gonna be going on our new rims that are yet to be seen yet. So big, fat, awesome looking Whalewood rotor. Our chain, of course, is gonna be going on that. And I'll show you guys now our Whalewood caliper, like there. All right, oh, there we go, upside down. Bam. So real cool parts, but we just have to figure out how we're going to adapt that. I have some custom hub pieces that are gonna help along with this whole process, but right now I'm missing a caliper bracket that's supposed to be shipped out this week and a couple other pieces. Shocks I'm not worried about right now. I do have those on order, but they're not coming in until I believe June. So we have some of these pieces that are just on delay, but we got plenty of other stuff we got to work on in order to get to that point anyways, and the shocks work for the time being. But essentially any of the stuff that's on here is being removed. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Since the back end essentially is already halfway torn apart, we're gonna get the rest of it gone and swiped out, so we got a clean slate when these parts come in. All right, let's get it done. All right, starting off, we're gonna remove the rear nut here, get this off. Should take care of majority of what we need to do. There we go. That's off. All right, I'm gonna pound this axle out of here. Off. Man, still looks great. Lubed up nice. Okay, we gotta clear up our belt area. It's gotta come all off anyways. Won't be needing it. Together so we don't lose it. Pull our other nut off here. It's probably half. Yep. Okay, freed up there. Okay, that should roll somewhat smoothly. And should have removed the door. Lose our spacers. There we go. All right, so moving the caliper. Just gonna remove it straight off the hose here. Doesn't really matter because all that's gonna be changed out, but get the dead weight off. Probably should have broke it loose. There we go. The amount of rust that was on here, I was a little nervous we're gonna be stuck with it, so. There it is. Removed. All right, we're gonna move the bottom belt guard now. There we go. Out that comes. Cool. All right, and these two sneaky bolts back here to get this exhaust bracket off. There we go. All right, so we're gonna remove the cover or get as far as we can because we're obviously gonna have to remove the pulley to get to the chain kit. Do that. Get this off here. right up there. Okay, so we're pretty much at our stopping point for the disassembly. Just waiting for the rest of the parts now to come in so we can start to reassemble. Bunch of odds and ends I want to get done in the rear end as well. Clean up the battery. Fender struts need to be cleaned up. Rear swing arm may come off to be cleaned up. Not 100% on that, but a couple odds and ends. Stoked to show you guys, obviously, all those parts that came in. This is going to be a full race bike once it's done. That is the whole goal of this bike, is to fully be able to race this on the track or the Hooligan series, so everything is following along essentially with those rules and rides and all that good stuff for the most part. All right, so if you guys see all those parts are coming in, it is all performance driven that we are doing on this bike. It's all pretty much new area that I'm walking into. Stoked to learn a lot of the stuff as I'm doing the process and the rules to do with AMA or flat track racing, so super stoked. Just waiting for those final pieces so we can get rolling on it. All right, but for now, that'll wrap me on this one, guys. I would greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below, and tell what you think. And for those who've already subscribed, thank you. As always, stay free. Catch you guys later. Peace.